Good afternoon and welcome to Ridgedale Middle School in Florham Park, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lion Middle School Baseball. Mike Formisano here calling today's game as the Pope John Junior Lions have qualified for the postseason and they are getting set to take on the Ridgedale Panthers. So Pope John has had to hit the road, but they did qualify to make the playoffs, and this is the first round game today. Single elimination, and we are here in Florham Park to bring this action to you. Let's go ahead and go over the Pope John lineup. We'll start with number 7, Michael Trendefiloff. He's going to lead off and play center field. Matthew Wazalek is number 22, and he's playing second base. Ronnie Ziegler, the catcher, number 23, is batting third. James Bortnick is in the cleanup spot, number 10, and he is playing first. Emmett Vargo, the DH today, number 8, and that is the pitcher spot with Kai Collins, number 9, and he will be on the hill for Pope John. Jake Kloss, batting 6th, he's playing shortstop. Vincenzo Siliberti, number 11, playing third base. Liam Duda, number 28, he'll be left field. And then Vincent Dispenzieri, number 27, and he will be in right field. So Lions up first as we get set to get started. Pope John, we'll go ahead and move to a different spot. Let the umpire go ahead and... So we'll go ahead and set up over here. Well, top of the first inning, Michael Trendefiloff will go ahead and lead off for Pope John, and here is the first pitch. In there, called strike. 0-1 Trendefiloff. Last time we were with you, Michael was under the weather and is back in the lineup today, feeling better. In there, called strike. Strike 2. 0-2 to Pope John's leadoff batter. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Trendefiloff down on strikes, and that's the first out of the inning. We're at Ridgedale Middle School in Florham Park, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lion Middle School Baseball. Mike Formisano here calling today's game. This is the playoffs, and up for Pope John, Matthew Wazalek. Hi, ball 1. We were not with you about a week and a half ago when Pope John took on Wharton, and they beat Wharton 10-4. Ronnie Ziegler with a home run in that game outside of the park as the count now 1-1. Good win for the Lions there after that amazing comeback against Black River. 2-0 to Wazalek. On deck, the catcher Ziegler. And in the hole will be number 10, James Bortnick. No rosters for Ridgedale, so we'll just go by the numbers on the back of the jerseys. Pitcher winds, fires, swing and a miss. 2-2 to Wazalek. Now the pitch. Low in the dirt, 3-2. So the count runs full on Wazalek. Now the pitch. And it's outside, ball 4. Wazalek will go to first on the walk. So the Lions with their first base runner of the game, and that'll bring up Ronnie Ziegler. Ziegler doing the catching today. Just had a couple of hits against Black River, including an incredible 2-out double and taking the extra base for a triple, scoring 2 runs on Pope John's last out. And they wound up tying that game 8-8. Swing and a miss on Ziegler, 0-1. Throw back to first. Wazalek's back in there.
Yeah, Ronnie.
Wazalek off first. Here's the pitch. Low. So 1-1 to Ziegler. On deck for Pope John, James Bortnick. Here's the pitch. Grounder foul. Back to the Pope John bench. Lions up the third baseline. Ridgedale on the first baseline. And bench area is right behind the cage. so much dugouts. Now the pitch. High pop up. Down the left field line. It's going to be out of play. So 1-2 to Ziegler. One down here, top of the first inning. Now the pitch. In there. Called strike 3. So Ziegler down on strikes. And that's the second out of the top of the first. And the next batter, James Bortnick. Bortnick playing first base today. Here's the pitch. In there, called strike. 0-1 to Bortnick. Zolak on first, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 0-2 to Zolak. Pitcher on the mound for Ridgedale, number 8. Here's the pitch. And a liner back through the middle to the shortstop. Flip the second. And that's the third out of the inning. So a walk, no hits, and one man left on. At the end of a half, it's Pope John, no score. Ridgedale coming to bat. We'll be back for bottom of the first action right after this. Welcome back to Ridgedale Middle School in Florham Park, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lion Middle School Baseball. Mike Formisano here calling today's game. Thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful spring afternoon here at the end of May, right past Memorial Day. As we're heading to summer, but we're going to get a bit of a respite this week. Temperatures in the 70s, and it is absolutely gorgeous. A couple of clouds in the sky, but that's pretty much it. Starting pitcher for today for Pope John is Kai Collins. And let's go around the defensive alignment. It's going to be catching number 23, Ronnie Ziegler. First base, James Bortnick. Second base will be Matthew Zolak. The shortstop, Jake Kloss, number 20. The third baseman, Vincenzo Ciliberti, number 11. In left field, Liam Duda, number 28. The center fielder, Michael Trendafiloff, number 7. And Vincent Despenzieri, number 27 in right. The DH is number 8, Emmett Vargo. And then on the bench, ready to come in, will be Ryan Zapolsky, number 6. Matthew Staub, number 15. Andrew Bodie, number 12. Louis Mazzoni, number 17. And Dylan Cocaziello, number 18. The manager of the Pope John Junior Lions is Sal Despenzieri. And the athletic director is Brian Carlson. I'm Mike Formisano. We are here live at Ridgedale Middle School in Florham Park, New Jersey. The Pope John Lions looking to advance in the playoffs. This is the first round. Single elimination. They are taking on the Ridgedale Panthers. This is the second round? Oh, good, okay. So Brian's actually going to let me know this is actually the second round. We weren't there for you for the first round, but Pope John advanced through the first round, and so this is actually second round action against Ridgedale. So one more game to go after this, sir? When would the finals be, do you know? Friday? Oh. Wow. So this is the semifinal matchup, and if the final does happen, that will be on Friday. So here's the first pitch. High, ball 1. So Pope John did advance through the first round, and this is second round action. The Lions looking to advance to the championship game. It's on Friday, and we will see if we can be with you for that. If not, we'll let you know where it is, and you can attend the game. Collins looks in. The wind. Out of pitch. Low. 3-0 to number 13. Ridgedale is ranked number 1 in this playoff round. Now Collins sets. And the pitch, high, ball 4. So number 13 on for Ridgedale, the leadoff batter. And that will bring up number 19. Well, Pope John, it is a baseball day, as not only the middle school team is playing here in what I guess you consider the semifinal matchup, but the varsity baseball team, after a great comeback against St. Benedict's last week at Pope John High School, they are taking on Don Bosco today on the road in, I believe it's the quarterfinal matchup. Throw back to first, and the runner gets back just in time. Good tag applied by Bortnick, but the runner was back a half second sooner. Collins looks in. Now throw back, he got him leading. Oh, he was called safe. So the runner was leaning towards second, went back and just got his hand back in there. Collins with the throw back, and this time the first base runner is back with plenty of time. No outs here, bottom of the first. No score between Pope John and Ridgedale. So here's the pitch. Inside, and the throw down to second. And the runner in there, called safe.
No balls, 1 strike.
So now runner on second for Ridgedale. Collins throw back to second, and the runner's back. Well, Collins working hard to make sure the runner stays close to the bag. No outs here at the bottom of the first. Now here's the pitch. High over the helmet of number 19.
1-1.
1-1 count. Leadoff man for Ridgedale on second base. Here's the pitch. And a grounder to third base. Siliberti scoops it up. Throws back to second as he's got the leadoff man in a rundown. Now over to Jake Kloss. Kloss running back to the bag. And the runner falls down. He tags him out. Now to flip to second. And alert base running by the trail runner as he gets into second base. So Ridgedale and the lead runner is hurt, number 13. It's being assisted off the field by the coaches. So a good play by Siliberti, getting the lead runner in the rundown, and Pope John able to get that first man out. But in the rundown, the batter was able to advance to second. Well, the umpires are speaking with manager Dispenzieri about the situation. So now the umpire's heading back to the bases, and manager Dispenzieri heading back to the dugout. So one down. They're saying that the base runner for Ridgedale is on third base. So I'm saying they avoid the tag, or I don't have the official ruling, but the throw back to third and a runner safe. So that worked out for Ridgedale. They run runners on second and third now, no outs. Well, now the batter steps up as number 8 for the Panthers. Second and third, no outs here. Collins in the jam. Here's the pitch. In there. Called strike on number 8. Now Collins checks the runners. Here's the pitch.
Foul.
Grounder, foul. Into the cage right in front of the Pope John bench.
Oh and 2.
So 0-2 count to number 8. Second and third, no outs here. Bottom of the first inning. Now here's the pitch. Low. Ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
So 1-2 now. Collins looks in. Here's the pitch. In there, called strike 3. So Collins gets his first out of the inning, and the runners remain at second and third. Now the cleanup hitter for Ridgedale, number 4, to the plate. 1 down here in the bottom of the first. Runners on second and third. No score. Here's a pitch by Collins. And a grounder back to Collins. It's off his glove. It goes to the shortstop. Throws across. He's safe. And a run scores. So, with how the ball slowed down off the glove of Collins, Kloss was able to make the play and fire to first, but the runner beat it. So, first and third now for Ridgedale, and they take a 1-0 lead. Now the batter number 10 for the Panthers. On the corners now. And the fake, now throw to first. They've got the runner going down to second. The throw to Kloss, now home. Here's Ziegler, and he's safe. Number 19's able to beat the throw home, and Ridgedale takes a 2-0 lead. So Collins drew the first and had the trail runner picked off, but by the time it got to second, he was safe, and Kloss took the throw and threw home to Ziegler, but the runner from third was able to scamper home just in the nick of time. Now runner on second with a 2-0 lead for Ridgedale. And a grounder down the third baseline is foul. Two nothing Panthers here. We're in the bottom of the first. Here's a pitch by Collins. Grounder back to Collins. And he'll throw to first, get the second out. And on the play, the runner from second advances to third. So 2 down now here in the bottom of the first. And that will bring up number 20 for Ridgedale. Substitution in the runner. Number 10 will take over for number 4 on third base. Two outs now. Collins looking to get out of this bottom of the first without any further damage. High fly ball to left field. Dude is under it. He makes the catch. So, Ridgedale's able to score twice. And at the end of the first inning, it's the Panthers 2, the Pope John Lions no score. We'll be back to Ridgedale Middle School in Florham Park for top of the second action right after this. Oh, so that was a playoff game. Okay, yeah. Excellent. Oh, did he really? Okay, yeah, I'll say that as well. Excellent. Middle school softball or varsity? Middle school? I'm sorry, East Hanover? Great. Oh, wow. Okay. 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 Excellent, thank you. All right, Upset City. Welcome back to Ridgedale Middle School in Florham Park, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Line Middle School Baseball. Mike Formasano here calling today's action. Lions trail going into the top of the second inning to the Ridgedale Panthers, 2-0, as number 8, Emmett Vargo, steps up to the plate. This Lion team not averse to comebacks, coming back against Black River 7-0 down, and they tied that game at 8 as a strike comes into Vargo. And then also against Roxbury in the first game of the season, they were down 5-0. They came back to tie that game, but eventually fell to the Gales 6-5. Swing and a miss by Vargo, strike 2. 0-2 to Emmett. Pitcher number 8 on the mound for Ridgedale. Here's a pitch, high, ball 1. As I said, it's baseball day for Pope John. Not only do we have this game going on, we got the varsity boys team playing against Don Bosco. And also, the girls softball team for middle school has advanced, and they're taking on East Hanover, who also is the number 1 seed. Softball team, number 4 in the tournament, beat number 5. Swing and a miss, and strike 3 on Vargo. 1 down here, top of the second. This Lions team was number 5 in the tournament, and that game against Wharton last week was a first-round playoff game. Wharton was ranked number 4, and so Pope John won that game, 11-4. So here's Jake Kloss. Here's a pitch, high, ball 1. So this is the second round and semifinal for the Lions today. If they win, they'll advance to the championship game. High pop-up down the first base line. Right fielder after it looks to be out of play. That game will be scheduled for Friday. We'll see if we can cover that game for you. Either way, we'll let you know where it is so you can attend. In there, called strike. So 2 strikes on Kloss. Top of the second, 1 out. Lions trailing 2-0. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Ball 2.
2-2.
Anything close.
Now the pitch. Outside. Full count on Kloss. Now the pitch. In the dirt. Ball 4. So Kloss works a walk. And that will bring up number 11, Vincenzo Ciliberti. 1 out here, top of the second, and the manager for Ridgedale coming out to the mound to speak with the pitcher. So the entire infield comes in as well. Kloss on first. Ciliberti will be at the plate when we resume action. On deck is number 28, Liam Duda. So now we resume action here. 1 down, top of the second. Kloss is on first. Ciliberti at the plate. Throw back to first, and Kloss is back. Now the pitch. In there, called strike. Got a 5 or 6 step lead for Kloss. The pitch in there. 2 strikes on Ciliberti. Now number 8 toes the rubber. And the pitch. Kloss is off. Foul ball on Ciliberti. So Kloss will return to first.
0-2.
You know the Lions can come back. They've done it multiple times this season. And a liner past the pitcher to the second baseman. He'll tag out Kloss, and that's all he'll get. As Siliberti, speedy as he is, down the first base line. There's no way that the second baseman would have been able to double him up. So 2 down now, and the batter's Liam Duda. Duda, number 28 for the Lions, playing left field today. It's now Siliberti on first. Here's the pitch. High, ball 1.
Get back in that box.
Now the pitch. High, ball 2. 2-0 to Duda. On deck for the Lions, number 27, Vincent Dispenzieri. Now the pitch. High, ball 3. 3-0 to Duda. Siliberti on first. 2 down here in the top of the second. Eight looks in. Now the pitch. In there. Called strike. Cut the inside corner. 3-1.
3-1 gotta be perfect. Let's go, good.
Now the pitch. High, ball 4. Duda works a walk. So the Lions with threatening action here in the top of the second. Siliberti on second. Duda on first. And now number 27, Vincent Dispenzieri, up to the plate. 2 down here in the top of the second. Lions with a runner on scoring position. In there, called strike. 0-1. In the dirt. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2 to Dispenzieri. Mike tried to fill off on deck for the Lions. First and second, 2 outs here, top of the second. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So the Lions threaten, but can't get a run across. And at the end of an inning and a half, it's Ridgedale 2, Pope John no score. We'll be back for bottom of the second action right after this. Bottom of the second. That pitcher last week for St. Benedict. Oh my God, the last couple of innings, he was on smoke. No.
How many more?
Yeah, I felt bad. I didn't know about the Wharton game, although I wouldn't have been able to get to it because. Oh no, Rick Newton told me the day before, but I couldn't get to it because Mike was playing in lacrosse.
What was it?
He played against Lenape Valley. Yeah. The future, I'll just figure out a way to call myself. Welcome back to Ridgedale Middle School in Florham Park, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lion Middle School Baseball. Mike Formasano here as we start the bottom of the second inning. Panthers up on the Lions 2-0. Kai Collins back out to the mound for a second inning of work. Here's the pitch in to number 2. High, ball 1. So the Lions put a couple of runners on it at the top of the second, but couldn't get them home. So they trail 2-0 to the top-seeded Panthers. Here's a shot, third base. Siliberti scoops it up, fires high over Bortnick's head, and it hits the fence. The runner doesn't advance. He stays on first. So, score that an E5. That's still a birdie with the high throw. And Ridgedale gets their lead runner on. Number 14 up to the plate. Collins looks back to first. Now the pitch. Inside, ball 1. Lions have come back a couple of times this season. Matured, getting their tie against Black River and then a win against Wharton in the first round. Now the runner off from Ridgedale is behind Ziegler. And he's able to pick it up, but number 2 for Ridgedale gets the stolen base. Advances to second. Actually, going to make it a wild pitch, I would say. Collins looks in. He turns back to second to throw. And the runner's back. No outs here. Bottom of the second. Beautiful ball field here at Ridgedale Middle School. Fence all around. High fence to center field. Here's the pitch. Inside. 3-0 to number 14. We're in Florham Park, New Jersey. That name sounds familiar. If you're a New York Jets fan, this is where the Jets have their training facility. Collins throw back, and the runner beats the throw. Collins looks back the runner. Now to pitch in.
Let's go.
And it's high, ball 4. So number 14 takes the base on balls, and first and second now, no outs. That'll bring up number 6 for Ridgedale. So Collins checks the runner. Now to pitch. And a butt. Down to third baseline. Ziegler jumps on it. The throw to third. Past the glove of Siliberti. And the runner's going to score for Ridgedale. And now the ball coming in from doing it. They're going to try a second runner. Here's the throw home. The slide. He's safe. Number 14 got underneath the tag of Ronnie Ziegler. And Ridgedale scores twice to make it 4-0. So on the errant throw, the runner, the batter, gets to third. So runner on third now. No outs. Ridgedale scores twice on that play. And it's 4-0.
What do you want me to do instead?
Nice bunt.
Now the pitch by Collins and a bunt again down the third baseline. Ziegler jumps out for Collins with the throw to first. He's safe. Just beat the throw by Collins as the runner comes home, and it makes it 5-0 Ridgedale. So a perfectly executed bunt by the batter. And had Collins and Ziegler both out on a patch of grass about a quarter of the way up the third base line. Collins fielded it, fired to first, and just couldn't beat the runner. On the play, the runner scores from third, and it's now 5-0. Runner takes off for second. Here's the throw by Ziegler. Off the glove of Matthew Mazzola, goes to center field. Now the throw coming into third to Siliberti. The slide. He's safe. So, 2 stolen bases there by the Ridgedale Panther runner. He gets into second on. The overthrow goes to third. And so now he's on third with no outs. So now the at-bat continues with number 19 for Ridgedale. Time called by the umpire. Now we resume action. Collins looks in. And a high fly ball down the left field line. It's going to be a foul ball. Ball hooked about three-quarters of the way down the line.
1-1.
Out of play. 1-1. Collins looks in. Checks the runner at third. Here's a pitch. Grounder to short. Kloss fields. Fires across the diamond. It's in the dirt. Bortnick fields. And it pulled him off the bag. So Ridgedale is able to get the runner on and the run home from third. And it's now 6-0 Panthers. So that'll bring up number 8 for Ridgedale. 6-0 Panthers lead over the Lions. We're in the bottom of the second. Collins fakes the throw to first. Stepped off the rubber. Down a pitch. Runner goes. Shot into the hole and through for a base hit. Left fielder Duda fields it. Fires in to Jake Kloss as the cutoff man. And that will keep the batter at first. On the play, the runner advances from first to third. So now the Panthers with runners on the corners. Still no outs here in the bottom of the second. Leading 6-0. And number 4 up to the plate. A throw over to third, and the runner's back. No, it goes past the glove of Siliberti, and he's going to walk home. The runner from third on the play. The runner from first advances to second, so that will make it 7-0 Ridgedale over Pope John. And as you see, in the first inning and a half, Ridgedale, the top seed in this tournament for a reason. Ball's low. Collins definitely not pitching a bad game. He's just got snake bit, a few errors, a few errant pitches. Not a pitch in there, called strike. Collins can definitely pitch. We saw that earlier this season. And he got out of the bottom of the first with pretty minimal damage. But the Panthers have put a 5 spot here on the board in the bottom of the second. On the plate.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Second and third, no outs. 7-0 Ridgedale over Pope John. Here's a pitch. Off the helmet of Sigler. Runner advances to third. Looks like Ronnie's okay. That's good to see.
3 balls.
Now the pitch by Collins. Liner down the third base line. Foul.
Anything close. Anything close. Anything close. You'll punch if it's close. Good call. It's that ball travel. 3-2. Go, Mike.
Popped up. Foul.
You gotta wait. You gotta wait on it, bro. Anything close, Mike.
2 strikes to number 4. Here's a pitch by Collins. In there. Called strike 3. Throw down the third. Gets past Siliberti. The runner is off for home. Now to slide. He's safe. Gets it underneath the tag of Ziegler, and the ball actually popped out of the glove, so he would have been safe anyway. But that'll make it 8-0. So number 10 at the plate for Ridgedale. Base is empty. Inside, ball 1. So 1 down here in the bottom of the second. The Panthers have put a 6 spot on the board now. They lead 8-0. High pop-up on the infield. Kloss has it. Makes the catch. 2 down. That'll bring up number 2 for the Panthers. We're at Ridgedale Middle School in Florham Park. for the second round playoff matchup for the Pope John Junior Lions. They are taking on the Ridgedale Panthers, the middle school for Florham Park. Collins looks in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. I said the batter was 2. My apologies. Number 20. Oh, 1 pitch. High. Ball 1. Collins sets. Now the pitch. In there. Called strike. 1-2. Now Collins looks in. Into the wind. Fires. In there. Called strike 3. So Kai Collins gets the strikeout and gets out of the second inning, but not before Ridgedale scores 6 times. And at the end of 2 innings here at Ridgedale Middle School, it's the Panthers 8, Pope John Lions no score. We'll be back for top of the third action right after this.
I don't know what the worst one is. No, there is one at the side.
1, 2, 3, play!
Yeah. That's exactly They get better. You see the progression of the season.
Welcome back to Ridgedale Middle School in Florham Park, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lion Middle School Baseball. Mike Formisano along with you calling today's game. Thank you so much for joining us. This is a second round semifinal matchup between the Pope John Junior Lions, the number 5 seed, and the top-ranked Ridgedale Panthers. Panthers on top of the Lions now 8-0 as we get set to start the top of the third inning. Leading off is the leadoff man, number 7, Michael Trendafiloff. So top of the lineup for Magic Dispensary's Lions. Trendafiloff will lead off, and Matthew Bizolak on deck. Ronnie Ziegler, the catcher, in the hole. Here's the pitch in by number 8. Fake bunt by Trendafiloff, and it's low, ball 1. As we said, the Lions have come back numerous times this year. Here's the pitch, popped up behind home plate, and the catcher can't get to it. Went up about maybe 15 feet and landed, I guess, about 5 or 10 feet behind home plate.
1-1.
1-1 count to Trendafiloff. If the Lions come back and win, the championship game will be on Friday. Here's a pitch inside. Now the pitch. Inside, over the head of Trendafiloff. Now the pitch. Bunt down the third base line. Third baseman Fields fires to first. And it hit Trendafiloff, and it popped out of the glove of the first baseman. And Trendafiloff fakes going to second. He's back. He's out. So Trendafiloff took too big a turn at first base. And as he got back to first, he was tagged out just before he got back to the bag. So tough break for Trendafiloff as he had first base. He eyed second there trying to get something going for the Lions, but the right fielder was able to get the ball and throw back to first, and Trendafiloff tagged out. Manager Sal Dispenzieri not happy with it, speaking with the umpire about it. So one down here, top of the third. And the batter is Matthew Wazalik. Here's the pitch. Fouled off.
Right here. Right. It's not you. Good touch. Hey, stay with that.
0-1 Wazalik. Here's the pitch. High.
Good eye, Matt.
1-1. Pitch in. Check swing. He didn't check it enough. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2 to Wazalik.
Hey, stay with that.
Oh, he's on his phone.
Stay with that.
Here's the pitch. Outside. 2-2.
Good eye, Matt.
Ball bounced off the cage behind home plate.
2-2.
Now the pitcher glances in. Fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So Wazalik down on strikes. 2 down here. That'll bring up Ronnie Ziegler. Ziegler catching today. In the game against Wharton, he had an outside the park home run over the fence, which at this level, very impressive to do. Here's a pitch down the third base line. Foul ball. Just went foul before the third base bag. So 0-1 to Ziegler. James Bortnick on deck. Lions looking to get something started here in this top of the third inning.
Go, Ronnie. Woo!
Now the pitch. In there. Strike 2. Here's the pitch. Low. Ball 1. 1-2 to Ziegler. Now he steps back in, twirls the bat. Pitcher into the wind. And a high fly ball into the gap in left center field. It's going to get down for a base hit. Rolls all the way to the fence. Ziegler's going to get second out of it. And he gets in there just before the throw comes in. A double by Ronnie Ziegler. And that will prolong the inning for the Lions as they look for their first run. So now James Bortnick up at the plate. Runner in scoring position in Ziegler. 2 outs, top of the third. Nice shot by Ziegler. And he found the gap and was able to get the second just before the throw came in. Here's a pitch. High, ball 1. Lions looking to get on the board here. That's how they did it against Black River. A couple of runs each inning. That's what they'd have to do today. Fouled off by Bortnick. 1-1. One and one count to Bortnick. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 2. 2-1 to Bortnick. Ziegler on second. Now the pitch in the dirt. And that's going to allow Ziegler to attempt to go to third. Here's the throw. He's out. So the catcher played that perfectly off the back cage and fired to third. Ziegler doesn't like the call, and neither does manager Dispenzieri. But that is going to be the end of the inning. So we're through 2.5 here at Ridgedale Middle School, and manager Dispenzieri has been tossed out of the game. Sal did not like it, and coupling with the play on Trent fell off at the top of the third inning. So we'll be back to Ridgedale Middle School right after this 8-0 Panthers over the Pope John Lions. We'll come back for bottom of the third action after this.
what? You're on your phone. What are you doing? Checking a replay?
Nobody's on their phone. I don't know where this is coming from. I watched every play.
Welcome back to Ridgedale Middle School in Florham Park, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Line Middle School Baseball. Mike Formasano along with you as we head to the bottom of the third inning. So the Pope John manager, Sal Dispenzieri, has been tossed from the game. And so that means Athletic Director Brian Carlson will step in, as I'm sure he came down to just watch the game and see how the Lions did today in the playoffs. And he has been thrown into managerial duty. So we wish Brian all the best. Manager Carlson now speaking with the umpire. As Manager Dispenzieri had a couple of calls in the top of the third inning he did not like. Number one, Michael Trendafiloff being thrown out of first base on the overthrow. And then to end the inning, Ronnie Ziegler attempting to take third on a wild pitch. And he was tagged out. Sal thought that both were the wrong call. The umpires disagreed, and after a little bit of arguing, he was tossed from the game. So we'll see if the Lions can come back now. Bottom of the third inning, they are down 8-0. So now we have a change in pitcher. Number 20, Jake Kloss, is going to come into the game in relief of Kai Collins. Ziegler remained behind the plate. The rest of the defensive lineup trying to take a look. Well, with Kloss coming into the game, Ryan Shapolsky goes to short. So Shapolsky at short. Outfield looks to be the same. And everybody else in the infield is the same as well. So Bortnick's still at first. And Wazalek at second. Ciliberti at third. So the only change is Kloss on the mound for Collins and Shapolsky over to short to fill in for him. We're coming into the bottom of the third. If the Lions were to come back in this game, and they're down 8-0, so to the top-ranked Ridgedale Panthers, but they've come back before. If they do so, the championship game will be on Friday, and we will see about being there for that game. Have to move some things around, but we'll wait for it. In the meantime, bottom of the third starts with number 2 for the Panthers, leading off. Kloss winds, fires. Low, ball one. Now the pitch. And a high fly ball down the left field line. It's going to hook foul. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Kloss with the pitch. And a liner to center field, right at the center fielder, Michael Trendafiloff, who makes the catch. So 1 down here, bottom of the third. A line shot right to Trendafiloff. He makes the easy play. So number 14 up to the dish for Ridgedale. 1 down here in the bottom of the third. Panthers lead 8-0 over Pope John. Here's a pitch by Kloss in the dirt. Ball 1.
Go, Jake. Come on.
Now the pitch. Over the head of the batter.
Wait, Brandon. Wait, Brandon. Here's down.
2-0 to number 14. As you can see, Kloss can fire. He's got some smoke. Here's the 2-0. Low, ball 3. 3-0 to number 14. Lions desperately looking for a clean inning. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, ball 4. So, 14 with base on balls. And with 1 down, that will bring up number 6 for Ridgedale. 1 out here, bottom of the 3rd. Runner on first. Here's the pitch. Fakes bunt. It's in the dirt. 1-0.
Watch bunt. Shenzo, you're coming in.
So Ronnie Ziegler shouting instructions to his infielders. Here's the pitch. Squares the bunt and puts it down in front of the pitcher. Kloss picks up, fires the first over the glove of James Bortnick, and it goes down the first base line. That will advance runners to second and third. The throw comes home to Ziegler. Popped out of his glove. Runner's safe, and that makes the score 9-0. So the runner advances from first all the way around. He tested the throwing arm of the right fielder, Vincent Dispenzieri. The throw-in came in high to Ziegler, bounced out of his glove as the runner slides across home plate. It makes the score 9-0. So, 1 out now, runner on third, and number 13 up for Ridgedale. 9-0 Ridgedale over Pope John. Here's the pitch. Low. Gets away from Ziegler. He jumps right on it. Runner from third, fakes coming home. Kloss fires. In there. Call strike and the throw back to third. And the runner's back. So time called by the umpire as ball comes in from the third base coach. We're in Florham Park. It's a semifinal matchup between the Ridgedale Panthers and the Pope John Junior Lions. Here's a pitch by Kloss. And a fielded by Vincenzo Ciliberti, and he gets the double play. What a play by Ciliberti as he's able to reach up, and look what I've got. And he steps on third base alertly to double up the runner. A double play, just what the doctor ordered for Jake Kloss and the Pope John Lions. And at the end of 3, it's 9-0 Ridgedale as they score 1 here in this bottom of the 3rd. We'll go to the top of the 4th from Florham Park right after this. Davey managing now? Davey managing now? Problem with middle school and everything, but what it does for us is it makes it so these kids are ready when they come to high school, which is great. So the program is terrific. Yeah. That does. That really does. No. That's terrible.
It's not a league.
Right. Yeah, that's all right. Just, I mean, yeah. In schools, I mean, they should understand the fact that, you know,
That kid. We're talking about the middle school.
Ball.
Oh, yeah.
We're playing one more than playing great football. They're not getting something.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Ridgedale Middle School in Florham Park, New Jersey for Pope John Jr. Lion Baseball. Mike Formasano here calling today's game. Top of the fourth now is James Bortnick at the plate. He's got a 1-0 count. Now 2-0. So 9-0 Ridgedale over Pope John, and the Lions looking to get back into this game. Here's the pitch in. Outside, 3-0. So good eye by Bortnick.
Watch out, I want to swing. Watch out, watch out. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Here's the pitch. In there, call strike. Bortnick taking all the way.
Go, James, drive it, come on.
So now 3-1 to count.
Let's go 1-0.
Now the pitch. Outside, ball 4. So Bortnick works a walk. And Pope John gets their leadoff runner on. And that will bring up number 8, Emmett Vargo. Vargo DHing today for Pope John. Bortnick on first.
Have you ever seen a team like us that's come back from
Here's the pitch. In there, called strike.
You see where he's going. Let's go now. Let's go, kid.
Oh, Bortnick with a big lead off first. And he got him. Yeah, big lead for Bortnick. Took maybe 1 or 2 extra steps there to try and get something going. And the pitcher picks him off. A good pickoff move by the Ridgedale pitcher. Bortnick is down, and so 1 out. Here's a pitch. Fouled off by Vargo. The ball stuck to the fence. These openings here on this fence are very narrow, so the fact that the ball's able to stick in there, it was like it was perfectly placed off the bat of Vargo.
No balls, 2 strikes.
0-2 count to Emmett. Here's a pitch. High, ball 1. Good eye by Vargo. Now the 1-2. And the chopper back to the mound. The pitcher fields it. Throws to first in time to get Vargo. And that's the second out of the inning. So that'll bring up the pitcher for Pope John, Jake Kloss. Kloss, number 20.
Come on, guys.
Two down in the top of the fourth. Here's a pitch to Kloss. They hit him right in the back. And he'll take first. It may have hit him right in that glove he has in the back pocket. It's the new gloves that batters wear nowadays. They look like kitchen mitts to make sure that their fingers don't get stubbed if they slide into second or third base. And actually on that glove, I've been looking at it all season. It looks like the Baby Yoda from Star Wars, or I think his name is Grogu, from the Mandalorian series. So Jake has that glove on his left hand now. Here's the batter, Vincenzo Ciliberti. And a ground into the third baseman. Fields fires across the diamond in time. So that's the third out of the inning. One hit batsman in Jake Kloss, but the Lions failed to score. And at the end of 3.5, it is Ridgedale 9, Pope John no score. We'll be back for bottom of the fourth action right after this.
Which is fine. Good job. Tyler, my brother.
Welcome back to Ridgedale Middle School in Florham Park, New Jersey, for Pope John Junior Lion Middle School Baseball. Mike Formasano here calling today's game. Thank you so much for joining us. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Wish we had better news if you're a Pope John fan. It's Ridgedale, the top-ranked team in this tournament, leading the number 5 seeded Pope John Junior Lions by a score of 9-0. Manager Sal Espenzieri has been ejected for arguing with the umpires and a couple of slides by his players. So it's now Athletic Director Brian Carlson who is managing for Pope John in this game. Klaus out for his second inning of work. I also want to thank the assistant coaches too, Jesse Kopalakis and Vivian Tinzo and Nori Goons for their work with the Lions as well throughout the season. Klaus does not have the running glove that we described in the last inning. You know, that may not have been Baby Yoda. It may have been an alien. It was green. It looked like it had long ears, and I thought it was. But I took a quicker look as he came back to the dugout, and it may very well have just been a green alien. But I don't know. I would have to ask him. He's got more important things to do right now, like pitch the bottom of the fourth inning. Panthers up 9-0. Number 19 at the plate for Ridgedale as we start the bottom of the fourth. This is the semifinal matchup between the Panthers and the Pope John Lions. The championship game will be scheduled for Friday, May 31st. If the Lions make it, we'll see about coming on the air. Here's the pitch by Klaus. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Not a pitch by Klaus. Swing and a miss. Strike two. 0-2 to number 19. Not a pitch. High pop-up. Into the trees behind the third base bench. Out of play. Count remains 0-2. Here's the pitch. Liner down the third base line, out of play. Foul ball. Count will remain 0-2. Not a pitch. Outside, ball one. Now the pitch by Klaus. And a high fly ball out to left field due to racing in. He's under it, makes the catch. And so one down for Ridgedale here in this bottom of the fourth. Good catch by Duda. Taking a few steps in. Played it cleanly. Now number 8 at the plate for Ridgedale. Here's the pitch by Klaus. Foul ball. Into the fence, out of play. Now the pitch. Inside. Gets back to the backstop. Underneath the glove of Ziegler.
1-1.
1-1 count. Klaus pitching in relief of Kai Collins. Pitched the first 2 innings for Pope John. Here's the pitch. High fly ball down the left field line. Will it stay fair? And it goes into the corner. It's going to go over the fence. As you can't see with the camera work here since our cameras are set towards where they are in the third base line. But the ball landed in fair territory and it bounced over the fence, so it's going to be a ground rule double. So a ground rule double for Ridgedale. And that'll bring up number 4 for the Panthers. Duda chased it down. Here's the pitch by Klaus. Low. Ball 1. Klaus checks the runner back to second. Not a pitch. In the dirt. And the runner takes off a third. The throw by Ziegler to Ciliberti. He's got him out by about 10 feet. So, second out of the inning as they tested Ziegler's arm. Ronnie passed. 2 down now. Bases are empty. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch by Klaus. And a liner through the hole and a base hit into left field. And now a runner on first for Ridgedale. So that was a big out by Pope John there, getting the runner from second to third. Ziegler had a great throw right to Ciliberti. Man from second couldn't even get into his slide before Ciliberti had the ball. So now runner on first, 2 down. In the bottom of the fourth, number 10 at the plate. Time called.
Tyler. Tyler. Go, man. It's your time now, bud. Drive it somewhere hard.
So now time back in. Klaus checks the runner at first. Batter number 10 for Ridgedale. Here's a pitch. In the dirt. Gets past Ziegler. Goes to the backstop. And the runner's coming down second. And nobody knew for Pope John. The second baseman, Zolek, was looking towards the pitcher's mound. And it went into center field. And so the runner advances to third for Ridgedale. So Ziegler fired down the second with Zolek. Didn't know the throw was coming. And went right past him into center field. And fortunately for the Lions, Michael Trendafilov was able to jump on it and get it back in quickly. So now runner on third with 2 outs. Here's the pitch by Klaus. In the dirt. Klaus looks in. Into the wide. Not a pitch. Low. Ziegler sets. Klaus. Into his windup. Not a pitch. High. Ziegler catches that before it goes to the backstop, and that's ball 4 on number 10. So he'll advance to first. Runners on the corners now for Ridgedale. Number 20 will go down to the third base coach as one of the assistant coaches for Pope John goes out to the mound to talk to Klaus. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back. Bottom of the fourth. And Ridgedale threatening again. It's 9-0 Panthers over Pope John. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Ridgedale Middle School in Florham Park, New Jersey. Pope John Junior Lion Middle School Baseball. Mike Formasano here, calling today's semifinal game between the Ridgedale Panthers and the Pope John Lions. It's been all Ridgedale so far in the bottom of the fourth. 9-0 Panthers. Throw over the glove of Bortnick, and it goes down the first base line, so the runners will advance. and number 13 scores the 10th run of the game for Ridgedale. Number 10 goes on to second, and it's now 10-0 Panthers over Pope John. Now the pitch. In the dirt. Good play by Ziegler. And the throw back to second, and it goes into center field. I'll try to fill off, will play it to make sure that the runner stays at second. It was a good block by Ziegler, but the throw went between Wazalik and Shapolsky, and neither was close to it. So now Kloss looks in. Here's a pitch. In there, called strike. Kloss fires over the head of the batter. Kloss looks in. Runner on second. Here's the pitch. Inside. 3-1 on number 20. Kloss with the pitch. And the the batter hits the dirt as the pitch came in over his helmet. And that will award him first base. Ball 4. And that brings up number 2 for the Panthers. First and second, 2 out. Here's the pitch. High pop up over the Pope John bench and out of play into the woods. So this is the last game of the season for Pope John. There's only one more game on the athletic schedule on middle school, and that's for Pope John lacrosse, so that we cover. There's obviously softball, where the girls are playing today against the top seed East Hanover, and we wish them best of luck. Foul ball by number 2 in the dirt. The lacrosse team had a game scheduled, actually 2, against Rutherford on Thursday and then against Verona on Friday. Looks like both of those have been canceled, so lacrosse team has finished out their schedule, it looks like. Here's the pitch. Grounded down the third base line, and it goes just foul. But what a year it has been for middle school sports for Pope John. The 13U football team winning a championship last year, the lacrosse team winning a championship last May. So in the calendar year, we have lacrosse, football, and also middle school hockey winning the Skylands Youth League. We had boys and girls basketball, we covered that. And the 11U football team, as the pitch comes in behind number 2. And we were able to add baseball to the schedule this year, so that's great. My thanks go out to Brian Carlson and the whole Pope John Middle School administration for all of their help throughout the season. All the coaches, all the players, the parents. It has truly been a great season, so we will take the summer off and then join you again for football in August. Training camp's coming. You get June, you get July, 4th of July, and before you know it, we're back to the 2-a-days. Well, not so much 2-a-days, but at least every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, for football training camp. 3-2 count at number 2. First and second, 2 down. Scores 10-0. Here's the pitch by Kloss. High pop-up down the first base line. Will Bortnick have enough room? No. Clears both fences. Out of play. Kloss goes back to second, throws behind the runner, and it goes to the center fielder trying to fill off, who fields it cleanly. Walks it back in to Kloss to make sure that the runner doesn't go anywhere. Here's a pitch. It's in the dirt. Ball 4. So that'll load the bases for Ridgedale. And the batter, number 14 for the Panthers. So bases full for the Panthers here in the bottom of the 4th. 2 down. Now the pitch by Kloss. Fouled off, out of play. Behind the cage and into the woods. Good contingent of fans here, both by Ridgedale and Pope John. Pope John parents and fans out here cheering the Lions on. It's great to see. Couldn't have picked a better day. Beautiful weather. In the dirt. Ziegler jumps on it, makes sure nobody advances. Humidity's gone. Temperatures in the low 70s. Gorgeous. Now the pitch by Kloss. In there. Called strike. 2-2 count. Kloss looks in. Now the pitch. Oh, it hit the batter in the helmet. And so he's going to go to first, and that'll make the score 11-0. Hit him right in the top of the helmet. Bounced off and actually hit the umpire too, so we hope both parties are okay. 11-0 Ridgedale. And coach coming out for Pope John, and I believe that's going to be a pitching change. So while we make the pitching change, we'll take a break. Bottom of the 4th inning, and Ridgedale leads 11-0. We'll be back right after this.
Ronnie, want to take a rinse real quick? Huh? Want to get something to drink real quick? Sure. Take a rest?
Welcome back to Ridgedale Middle School in Florham Park, New Jersey. Pope John Junior Line Middle School Baseball. Mike Formasano here. Calling today's game. Semifinal matchup between the Pope John Junior Lions and the Ridgedale Panthers. And so far it's been all Ridgedale. 11-0. The bases are loaded. And we have two out here in the bottom of the fourth. Pitching change for Pope John. James Bortnick coming in relief of Jake Kloss. So Bortnick now on the mound, and that means that I believe Matthew Staub is at first base. The rest of the infield remains the same, as does the outfield. So Bortnick, who pitched so well against Black River in that comeback that Pope John was able to make in tying the Bulldogs 8-8. We'll see how he does today. Left-handed batter for Ridgedale, number 12 at the plate. Here's Bortnick's first pitch. In there, called strike. Bortnick looks in. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two goes to the backstop, and Ziegler is able to track it down. Now Bortnick looks in. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Off the umpire and the glove of Ziegler, but it doesn't get too far. So, runner from third has to stay put. Bortnick looks in. Here's the pitch. And a grounder down the first base line. Stop, tested right away. He'll race to the bag. Does he get there first? He's out. So Staub's able to get the first before the batter does by about a half step. And that keeps Ridgedale off the scoreboard any further. We're through four, and the Panthers lead over the Pope John Lions 11-0. We'll be back for top of the fifth action right after this. Welcome back to Ridgedale Middle School in Florham Park, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Line Middle School Baseball. Mike Formasano here calling today's game. Thanks so much for joining us on this semifinal action between the Pope John Junior Lions and the Ridgedale Panthers. Louis Mazzoni is coming up to the plate. He'll lead off the top of the fifth for Pope John. Number 19, the pitcher now for Ridgedale.
Excuse me, sir. When they come up, I'm going to tell them.
The Panthers, the top-ranked team in this tournament, and Pope John, number 5, who defeated number 4, Wharton, 11-4 last Tuesday. But they do trail in this one 11-0, and it's single elimination. Here's the pitch in. High, ball one. Mazzoni, left-handed batter. Now the pitch. In the dirt.
Come on.
19 back on the hill. Toes the right side of the rubber. Outside. See, most pitchers, they'll go ahead and be right in the center of that rubber. Sometimes you'll see a pitcher either on the side, left or right, depending on the pitcher's arm. He's towing the right side, and the pitch is high, ball 4, and so Mazzoni works a walk. So the Lions get the leadoff runner on. And that'll bring up number 18, Dylan Cocaziello.
Yeah, Dylan.
Dylan, the right-handed batter. Runner on first is Mazzoni. Pitch in the dirt. Gets past the catcher. Mazzoni takes off for second. He'll get there safely. The Lions looking to get on the scoreboard here. Got a runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Tried to hold it, but he couldn't. He went about 3/4 of the way. Now the pitch. High. Mazzoni on second. No outs here, top of the 5th. Now the pitch. Outside. 3-1 count to Cocaziello. Here's the pitch by number 19. Outside, ball 4, and Cocaziello works a walk. So 2 walks for Pope John to lead off the top of the 5th. And that'll turn the batting order around. Leadoff batter, Michael Trendafiloff, number 7. First baseman comes over to talk to the pitcher for Ridgedale. So Trendafiloff with runners on first and second and no outs here, top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. High fastball by number 19. Trendafiloff couldn't catch up to it. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2 to Mike. On deck is number 12, Andrew Bodie. He's got a bat in his hand. High, ball 1. 1-2 to Trendafiloff. First and second, no outs. We're in the top of the 5th. Now the pitch. High. 2-2. Counts even. Runners on first and second. Now the pitch. High. Ball 3. So Trendafiloff works the count full. Now the pitch. In there. Called strike 3. Cut the outside corner. Trendafiloff didn't like it. So 1 down here, and Andrew Bodie will step up to the dish. First and second, 1 out. Here's the pitch. High, ball 1.
Let's go, Andrew. Go, 2.
Fouled off.
Hey, you're on it.
1-1.
Let's go.
one.
So runners on first and second for Pope John, and one down here in the top of the fifth. Now the pitch. A high pop-up into shallow center field. The center fielder races in to make the catch. And so now they're going to double up the Pope John runners as they took off on the swing of the bat. And that's a double play. So Cocoziello, actually I think it was when they touched second base on Louis Mazzoni, because both Mazzoni and Cocoziello were taken off. Double play, and that ends the game. Final score, Ridgedale defeats Pope John in a shortened game, 5 innings. Final score, Panthers 11 and Lions nothing. And so Ridgedale will go on to the championship game on Friday, and this will end Pope John's season. But a very interesting season and a lot of growth for the Pope John Lions. And it culminated in an 11-4 victory in the first round of the playoffs, upsetting number 4 seed Wharton. A tie by Black River as well, 8-8. So great moments in the season and a lot to look forward to for the Pope John Junior Lions as we head into next season. Lots of players maturing a lot throughout the season, and I'm sure nobody wants to hear about it right now, but at the same time, a lot to look forward for the Pope John Lions in the future. Well, this will end our broadcast for baseball for the season. I want to thank everyone for Pope John coaches, players, the administration, athletic director Brian Carlson. I want to thank the parents and the kids themselves. Couldn't have done it without everybody else and their help, and I want to thank you for that. So another great season for Pope John Athletics on the junior lion level, and we will be back next season with you starting in August when the Pope John Junior Lions 13 and 11U squads hit the gridiron, and we will be with you for that. Final score once again from Ridgedale Middle School in Florham Park, New Jersey. The Panthers defeat the Pope John Junior Lions 11-0. For everyone here, this is Mike Formasano saying thanks for joining us. Have a great summer, and we will see everyone in the fall.